What one skill makes you the most qualified for this position? I would say that one skill that makes me the most qualified for this position would be my software and computer skills. When you work in investments, you really need to have an understanding of how to work the software being used, such as Excel, PowerPoint, and Word. And that's all in order for you to be successful and get the job done correctly. So I think that my computer skills can be really advantageous to me. And I think that they are the most valuable skill that I have. Tell me about a time when you overcame a challenge. A time when I overcame a challenge was when I was in first grade. I had just started first grade and I couldn't understand why it was so difficult for me compared to my other friends and why I wasn't doing so well. And that's when my parents and I found out that I have ADHD. And understanding that concept as a child, understanding what ADHD was really challenging, and I had to come with terms that I would always have to work as hard as I could and twice as hard as my friends in order for me to get good grades and to pass. So I believe that that shaped me to the professional and person I am today, because no matter what, I'm always working as hard as I can to get the nearly perfect result and try and be successful and grow in my career and also as a person. Describe your favorite supervisor and your least favorite supervisor and why. My favorite supervisor is the one who set boundaries and rules and who's also caring and communicative with the employees. I believe that when you set boundaries and rules, it's not just to make enemies in the company, but it's to make sure that things run smoothly and people are doing what they're supposed to do and not being disrespectful to each other. And my least favorite supervisor is the one who just lets the employees run free and don't really care about what they do as long as they basically don't bother him. Growing up, I always liked the most rigid teachers possible, because I knew that they were doing that because they care for the students and they wanted us to be successful. And I believe that the supervisors that do the same thing, they just want the best for the company and they just want the employees to be successful in what they're doing. With 3 words, describe your ideal working environment. The 3 words that would describe my ideal working environment are safety, cooperation, and risk-taking support. I believe that having safety in your workplace is really important for you to be productive and for you to get the job done. Cooperation is also really important to me. I love when you can just lean on your coworkers and everyone cooperates with the project. That's also really interesting, and I believe that the results of any project or any action being taken always come out better than doing it by yourself. And risk-taking support, I believe that when you're trying to grow in a company, you have to take risks, not just in the company, but personally in your career. You have to take risks, and it's really amazing when you have someone to support you and understand that you're gonna make mistakes along the way. Well, one skill would you like to improve, and what is your plan for doing so? One skill that I like to improve is to be more resilient. It's not easy for me when I feel it at times, and I always end up being too hard on myself and maybe just giving up on what I'm doing. And I think I have to understand that not everything is going to come out the way I want it to come out. And I have to understand that if I want to get something perfect, or if I want to achieve my goals the way I envision them, I have to be resilient and keep on working hard and just know that at one point I'm going to get the results that I want.